Welcome to AHRC. MK here, coming to you from not so sunny California. If you're interested in daily running content that features marathon training tips and just plain motivational awesome, then go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on every single episode that drops daily. All right, let's go. Bye.
Bye.
Happy Tuesday! And you guessed it, it's Track Tuesday, but we're not at the track. We have to do our track session pretty early in the morning so that the kids have time to get back home, have breakfast, and get ready for school. So it's pretty much pitch black dark, and we can't get hardly any footage of the session. Today we had 6 by 1,000 meters with 2 minute and 30 second recovery intervals. It was scheduled for 12 miles total, but I shut it down a little early so that I can do a second run today and get you guys some commentary. It's about 8:15 right now and it's still pretty dark. We got a lot of cloud cover today, so it doesn't make for the perfect lighting for video, but we'll make do. We had a really good session this morning. Did our warm-up, did a slow first mile, and then we were able to do some easy pace miles. After that, we got in about 3.5 miles of warm-up, got our strides in, and then we started banging out some 1K intervals. Coach Alex paced us and made the intervals way easier to do, a lot less to think about. We took it easy on the first 1K and split that first 1,000 meters in 3:41. We were looking to hit 3:40, but pretty happy with that effort because, you know, the first interval always is kind of a shock to the system. We took our 2 minute and 30 second active recovery, jogged 200 meters, and then just kind of jogged around the starting line. And then we split the second 1K in 3:38. Evan was right behind me, so she was pretty much there at 3:38. Then we took our active recovery. This time, the active recovery, it felt like a blink of an eye. Didn't want to start, but Coach Alex gently coaxed us to the starting line, counted us down, and we were off. We did a really good third interval and splitted that 1K in 3:37. Evan was about a second or second and a half behind me. He did really, really well. All right, that's a good first mile in this second run. Oh no, it's okay, you're good. After 3 intervals, I wanted the kids to get their heart rate down a little bit, so we took a 3 minute recovery interval, got some hydration, and made sure that everybody was calm and heart rate was down to at least 140. And then we started our second set of 1K intervals. So the 4th K we were able to split in 3:38. It was a good one. After that longer period of rest, that 3:38 interval was noticeably easier, much looser, and able to really relax throughout that entire repetition. We took our 2 minutes and 30 second active recovery, and then we went out and hammered a 3:40 1K. At that point, this is the last opportunity that I was gonna have to get any video footage. So I picked up the GoPro, and here's how that last rep went down.
Okay, we'll keep it at about 44. About 10 seconds, okay? Ready? Come on, Evan. Come on, Evan.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
I'm super proud of the kids because Haven was able to hang tough and do 400s, which is her longest interval of the season, and she was able to keep up with us at around 5:45 per mile pace. The biggest breakthrough for Haven was from a mental aspect, because after every 400 she went directly into a float instead of going hands to knees in a panic. I asked her how that workout felt in comparison to other ones where she ran much slower and shorter intervals, and she told me that this one felt much easier. I counseled her and explained how avoiding the panic can make the entire experience feel so much easier, even though she's working way harder physically. Darn proud of what you accomplished today, Haven. Well done. Cole also did really well. When Cole starts to struggle, when his heart rate gets a little high or he's finding some discomfort, his form breaks down a great deal. He tries to do a rocking motion with his shoulders to help lift his feet, and then that most certainly leads to a niggle almost every time, either glute pain, hamstring pain, some kind of niggle always arises, an Achilles pain, whenever he does this shoulder swing. His face tenses up. It's pretty bad. I showed him the video of the run right before he got his glute niggle, and it was an easy run. It was just a steady state, but it was terrible form. I'm definitely a proponent of high intensity, as long as that high intensity comes with good form. The reason why I feel that it's safe, even for older athletes like myself or Danny Young or Lawrence Young, because typically at high intensity, the running form is the best that it can be for any one particular runner. And then as long as the intensity is controlled enough so that you aren't too pooped and then your form starts to break down, then it's quite safe. So it's good to have a running group, a running coach, or training partner so that they can all keep an eye on you just in case you start to break down. They can help you out by pointing out a form break, and maybe you can consider shutting it down a little early. And I think you've seen us do that many times with Father Daniel or Danny Hung or myself. Remember, it's much better to have a collection of 10 good workouts than it is to struggle and just finish one and have to take a break for a week. Cole hammered those 1Ks and stuck with me like glue. I would surge in the last 200 meters of every K, and he sensed it, and I could feel him go with me every single time. He told me that he just focused on staying tall and going chin over toes and keeping his arm motion small. He said for the first time he didn't feel like a strain was coming up in his hamstring or his calves or his glutes. Even though we were revving at very high intensity and a pretty high speed for marathoners, problems that he's been having in the past did not arise. And he felt very comfortable and confident just because he was focused on maintaining really good form throughout the entire workout. Really well done, Cole. You're not a fast 5K runner, but you're turning into one sharp marathoner, bud. Good job. And my Evan, she crushed today. She was a beast and just devoured those Ks. Evan was unable to complete this workout over the summer at these speeds. Last summer we were doing very speed focused workouts. We do 1 day of speed, 200s to 400s with full rest in between. Another day we would do VO2MAX training with 800s to 1000s with 90 seconds to 2 minutes recovery in between. Another day we would do a tempo run between 4 and 7 miles. Then every Sunday we would do a timed long run. The difference is last summer the volume was a little less, and the biggest difference is she was much smaller. She still had very short limbs compared to her trunk length. Evan went on a growth spurt towards the end of the summer, and she's really filling out her clothes much better. I'm noticing in the videos that her tights look more like shorts, and now they fit her much better. She's really grown a lot. She's gotten a lot stronger. She's more muscular, and she's able to handle these 1K workouts now. You did great today, baby girl. So proud of you. Giant thank you to Coach Alex for coming out and pacing us right after his run to the top at Mount Baldy race yesterday. He had mugfuls of lactic acid in his legs, and he topped it off with a little bit more by taking us around the oval a bunch of times. The kids are really fortunate to have you, Coach. Thanks so much for all of your help and support. Nobody else can yell words of encouragement in the last 200 meters of 1K intervals like you can do. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much, Coach. If you got any race footage or some awesome clips of some cool places where you run, please send them to AHRC@gmail.com, and we can share it with everybody else in AHRC. And that's gonna do it for the second run. Boy, I wish the sun would have come out so I could show you some pretty California weather and landscape, but weather's not cooperating today. I'm sure the sun will come back tomorrow. Thanks for keeping me company on this second run. Really appreciate you guys coming along, helping out. It means the world. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this day. I hope you have a good day, and do your best. Have a meaningful run. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.